Beneath the surface of these beautiful waters lies a silent threat, a problem as old as modern fishing itself. Abandoned, lost, or discarded fishing gear, known as ghost gear, entangles marine life and destroys habitats. It's a global issue, but here in the Pacific Northwest, these efforts are part of Ocean Conservancy's Global Ghost Gear Initiative's ongoing signature project in the region. Dedicated teams are taking action. This is their story and ours. Nets, crab pots, and fishing lines trap more than just fish. Entire ecosystems are at risk. Crabs, rockfish, marine mammals, and even diving birds fall victim, unable to escape. But every piece of ghost gear brought to the surface means fewer casualties, cleaner habitats, and a chance for marine life to thrive again.
We're here in Everett, right outside of the marina. There's an estimated almost 11,000 pots that are lost every year, and 148,000 harvestable size male Dungeness crab are lost, killed in those pots every single year. When we got into this back in 2002, there wasn't a whole lot being done anywhere in the world of derelict fishing gear, and so this is the 11th time we've done this project, and we've removed over 1,300 crab pots in total just in this one area. Most of it comes from the recreational fleet. There's over 200,000 recreational licenses sold each year just for Puget Sound. 30% of those are people who never bought a license before, so you got a lot of people who just don't understand that there's things they need to do other than just buy a pot with a line and a buoy and set it out there. There's a lot of other factors that go into why you would lose a pot, so there's just more education that needs to happen that they're not getting just by buying a license and a crab pot.
We just finished our last dive, so you can see here we got all our targets done for the day.
Operating through Puget Sound, not far from Seattle, natural resources consultants combine cutting-edge technology like sonar and underwater cameras with the expertise of skilled divers to locate and retrieve ghost gear. They work closely with state and indigenous partners, ensuring that newly lost gear is identified and removed swiftly. Importantly, they understand that fishers rarely lose their gear intentionally. Rough weather, underwater snags, and accidental interactions with marine traffic can cause even the most conscientious fishermen to lose equipment.
There's some shipwrecks and sunken barges here that have been here for a long, long time. They're often lost in places that are fairly productive, so there's a lot of activity with not just invertebrates, but finfish, birds, and mammals, especially the diving birds that we see around here. It's been really great to be working with partners from the state, the tribes, and the fishing fleets to really work towards newly lost nets being reported and then a rapid response to get those removed so they're not persistent in the water for years. It's especially important after all the years that have been spent cleaning what we call legacy nets, gear that was lost decades ago. That gear is now not accumulating like it was in the past, and helping save the animals and keep the Puget Sound clean.
On the rugged coast of British Columbia, the Emerald Sea Protection Society is tackling ghost gear head-on, from sunken boats to tangled nets and industrial debris. In the harbor of Alert Bay, ESPS leads efforts to remove decades of accumulated ghost gear and restore critical marine habitats.
This was a very vibrant fishing community back at the turn of the century. There was over 500 boats that were fishing here. The fleet would come in here and get supplies and stuff. Over those years, a lot of stuff was lost in the bay. The decline of the fishing industry left people without ways to maintain their boats and their equipment, in addition to losing the ability to properly dispose of boats and equipment. So we end up seeing it discarded into the bay. The project that we completed this time has been project 3 of ongoing number of projects to clean up this one particular bay. Whether or not that has an impact on the scale in BC or the scale globally, it is a very small amount, but for this community specifically, that little bit of habitat rehabilitation, a little bit of their food security and cleanliness and community, that's all reason to continue trying to do this sort of project. If we continue on this trajectory, we'll continue to get more gear out in less time and hopefully get it to a point where we are able to come back and monitor the return of the environment as opposed to coming back to clean it up.
Every piece of gear removed is a step closer to revitalizing these waters. By proving that ghost gear removal can be effective, projects like these set an example for coastal regions worldwide. Through partnership, innovation, and unwavering determination, we're turning the tide, one net, one pot, and one ocean at a time.